You know, going from the kitchen into the jungle, not really much of a segue there, but we're going to do it anyway. What do you think of that, Tim? You like that? Yeah, you were asleep, weren't you? You were asleep. You're a little slow on that. He's sleeping back there with Elvis Nomesley in the background, but that's okay. That's all right. Along with our studio audience, I think they're still sleeping as well. Yep, here they are. Yep, they are.
As
sleeping.
is our home audience.
Exactly, exactly. We're going to try to wake you up with Dora the Explorer. This is Dora and the Lost City of Gold. Now, Thomas, I'm going to call you on something, all right? You and your sister, Catherine, both watched Dora on Nickelodeon back when you were a little younger, like last year, right?
Last year, yeah. Senior year of high school, I did, of course.
Right. And you used to walk around the house, from what I hear, doing the Dora thing. Is that right?
That doesn't sound accurate. I don't know where you're getting that one from.
All right, so you never said, "Hi, I'm Dora."
No,
you never did that?
No. Somebody else must have been here.
But now we have you saying it on camera.
That's right, we do. Well, this is a movie
I smell a YouTube clip, by the way.
That's right. Well, this is a film that is really kind of put at the tail end of the summer, not high expectations for this. A family-related film, and it's kind of a live-action, truly is a live-action version with some twist on the story that we know about Dora the Explorer. Her family, they are archaeologists.
Basically, yeah.
They're not treasure hunters, they're archaeologists. She's lived with them and been homeschooled with them all around the world, wherever they travel. But now things are changing, and she's going to the big city where her cousin Diego lives, and going to live with his family and try to move into a different jungle, the jungle of high school. That's kind of the storyline that starts things up, but then her parents go missing. This is early on in the film, and the question is, will she find her parents, and if so, where are they? Any other setups we need to provide the audience about the story?
Well, she kind of makes a few new friends in high school, and well, she's struggling to make new friends. She's got Diego, her cousin, and then a couple others, and you wonder how are these personalities all going to mesh, and then they get thrown into a situation where they kind of have to learn how to work together. So
yeah, it's almost the Breakfast Club on location. You know, you've got these different types of characters that are thrown together, and they're forced to learn how to work through some issues and work at finding the lost family. You know, this is a film that our buddy Mr. Zane Grey, giving you a call out. Zane Grey, remember Zane?
No,
Zach?
I don't remember
Zach?
him at all.
Zach,
yeah. I know you're talking about.
You know, he said that this was trash, that there was no way he'd ever go see this movie, until a couple of people kind of trolled him and said that this was actually more entertaining than The Lion King. Yeah. And then he went to see it. Yeah. Is that right?
It did, and you know what? He actually enjoyed the movie. We'll get to our grade in a little bit, but he gave it the same grade as us.
All right.
And,
so give me your thoughts on this movie. You enjoyed this?
Oh yeah, it was way better than it needed to be. Like, it wasn't even directed at myself as an audience, or you really.
Right.
It was directed at 6 and 7 year olds.
Yeah.
And all I had to do was entertain them and do its job, but it entertained me as well. It did a really good job with some humor, developing some humor. There were some cheap laughs and stuff directed toward that younger audience, but there was also a lot of kind of meta humor. You had Dora breaking the fourth wall, basically, like she did in the cartoon, and the way they kind of incorporated that into the live action was really funny. Her father was played by Michael Pena, and her mother was played by Eva Longoria, and the way they interacted was pretty great as well. And then the adventure spirit of it borrows a lot from Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
And, kind of Night at the Museum, that kind of thing.
Even had some Scooby-Doo kind of references, kind of storylines that follow through with it.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, I guess you could say it doesn't exactly rip off of them, more like it pays homage to them.
Yeah.
And I really like the way they were able to do that. And some younger audience members wouldn't get some of the references, but some of the older ones were like, oh, okay, I see what you did there.
Yeah, and there were also references, if you did grow up watching the original television series, or you were parents of kids who were, you will definitely recognize some nods to that as well. And there's even one scene where things, some weird things happen, and it actually goes into full-blown animation, and that was just pure fun.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That was pure fun.
I loved the way they did that, and it felt really natural the way they were able to weave that into the story.
And this really was a family film, a kids film.
Yeah, yeah, and I mean, it's something the whole family can enjoy, no matter your age, or even if you grew up with a cartoon, or whether or not you enjoyed it. We were talking about, we had a review of The Lion King earlier, a few weeks ago on the show, and we were not huge fans of that. But I think this one is one that families can get a lot more out of.
I think so too. I think it's got more rewatchability for families.
Yeah.
Especially families with young kids. It is that just traditional. You could almost say almost a Disney-esque action adventure feel from the days that we grew up watching those Disney action films and adventure films. It's got some twists and turns, but it's just fun. It's just pure fun, and there's even a High School Musical kind of element at the very end of the film during the credits, which is worth watching as well. So what's your rating for this?
I'm at a solid B for this. What really sold me, you have Danny Trejo playing Boots the Monkey and Benicio del Toro as Swiper the Fox. I mean, you can't go wrong there. So that's what really sold me on it. So yeah, solid B for it.
Yeah, it was fun. So I recommend checking out Dora and the Lost City of Gold.
Sounds like a nice change of pace for a movie that's aimed at the 7, 8, 9-year-olds.
Yeah.
Because it seems like filmmakers usually shoot so low to them.
Oh, I agree. I agree. And this is one that like I said, when I say family film, it's families can enjoy this as much as the young kids.
Yeah.
So yeah, solid B for me as well for Dora, and well worth checking out. So if you're looking for something for the family, highly recommend this. Well, we're going to take